We have to see about Muslim reform movements. I said that there is a great need of reform in the Muslim, and because the education and especially the English education is very low. Therefore, that Mr. Ukam, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, he emphasized over English, he emphasized over science, and then he has given us what? Yes, Aligarh University, Muslim University. Understood? And then we are going to see Mohammedan Literary Society. I said that Muslim reform movement started little later, thoda sa late hi raha, and then the people are not thinking too much already. They are like, what is in a Raja Rajwade and all. Slowly realize there is a need of what? Reform. And they had avoided Western education in the beginning because they are more of believing on their own religion and all. And the religion में ऐसा कुछ नहीं कहा गया है कि आप Western education or something, but they are what is rigid in that time. Therefore, they are what is rigidity for the accepting of some outsider and all. A belief factor and all. The Christian used to eat pigs and all. Therefore, something that is a kind of what? एक चीज खराब है तो सारा चीज खराब है. So one thing is wrong means everything is wrong. So on the basis of that, they started hating their Western education. The first effort has been given in the form of Muhammad and Mohammedan Literary Society was set up in Kolkata in 1863. And already we have seen that in the initial of, I said that in the initial of a 19th century, we have been able to see there is a coming of what? Reform in Hindus. Hindus started from the initial of 19th century, and after the second half of 19th century, I said that it is in a Muslim reform. ये दिमाग में रखेंगे. In the first half of 19th century, Hindu, and then second half of 19th century, Muslim reforms. And its aim was to popularize the study of English and science, Western science, and established a number of schools in Bengal over the periods. And then you know that Aligarh movement started. Who has started? Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Understood? So Aligarh movement, which is started by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, and it is in a social, educational, social. You know that if there is some kind of religious aspect, social, and the educational aspect, it is also social. Social, educational, yes I said that, and the social here is more of religious. Social, educational advancement. What is there? Social, educational advancement. Understood? Of the Muslims in the India, he fought against the medieval backwardness and advocated a rational approach toward the religion. उन्होंने बोला कि medieval backwardness, समझ में आया? Still there is what the people living the life like what the medieval periods. Yes, and if they want to improve, so they need in the religion which kind of rational approach, so that and if you are studying the Quran and all, ये तो जो पढ़ाने वाले समझाने वाले ulemas and all, ये थोड़ा सा discuss नहीं ऐसे सही से कर पाते हैं. Their own kind of understanding is something different, but when an educated person read Quran, they will interpret in the something other manner. So when it has been studied, and then they say that the Quran should have what? The religious books should have what? Rational approach. So the religion कैसे आएगा? So he advocated what is a rational approach in the religion. Simple. And the lifestyle stopped living like what is in a medieval, and then come to the modern, westernized, English, science, and give. And कैसे आप करेंगे westernized and English को क्यों सीखेंगे? It is mentioned in your Quran. Means you have to keep on increasing the society. Society is always a need of what? Change. Society should not be the same. Society should what? Change. If the society should sustain, society should change. Yes or no? So society को sustain करने के लिए हमेशा क्या होना चाहिए? I said that therefore advocated a rational approach toward the religion. 1866, the Mohammedan Educational Conference, which has been taken place. अभी हमने क्या था? Mohammedan Literary Society. 1863 में what is there? Mohammedan Literary Society. Which society? Muhammad Literary Society. And Mohammedan Educational Conference as a general forum for spreading liberal ideas among the Muslims. तो ये conference held हुआ, on which I said that Mohammedan Educational Conference. The group of people, the Muslim leaders, and then I said there's some educational one, and then other, I said that ulemas and all religious leaders, they get together, and then started Mohammedan Educational Conference as a general forum in 1866. Thereafter I said in 1875 he founded modern school at Aligarh. एक स्कूल बिठाया गया, बनाया गया, मॉडर्न स्कूल at the level of there is a science is there is a religious teaching is also there. Means your teaching and the religious teaching will also combine. So modern school at Aligarh to promote English education among the. Therefore, which school it is known as Aligarh में क्या बोला गया starting में? Modern what is a school at Aligarh, and this led to the grown into another college, Mohammedan Anglo समझते हैं? Anglo-Oriental College. Understood? So modern school converted into Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College and later on converted into Al-Muslim University, that is Aligarh Muslim University. Clear? So I said that 1863 what the initial happened? Mohammedan Literary Society has been constituted. Thereafter in 1866 there is a conference has been taken place for what? Education. Mohammedan Educational Conference. And then they thought what is said, what should be there? There should be, what is and I said that we should not live a life like medieval period. We should have a rational approach towards religion. Simple. Rational approach towards religion means we should change with the change. We should change with the change. And then change is their demand of English and demand of science. Again I said that in 1863 what happened? Mohammedan Literary Society has been, what is this called? Established in Kolkata. Thereafter there is an 1866 what has been happened? Yes, tell me. Conference took place. Several religious leaders, educational some leaders, and other what is a political leaders, they came and get together. And they thought what should be there? So there should be what? Medieval period lifestyle should remove, and there should be what? Yes, tell me. Rational approach. There should be what? Rational approach for religion. And the rational approach has been taken, and therefore in 1870 what happened? Modern school has been opened at Aligarh. Thereafter it became what is a Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College and further converted into Aligarh Muslim University. Understood? Modern school, Oriental College, that is, and I said that which college? Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College. Understood? It was only after the revolt of 1857 the modern ideas of the religious reform began to appear in the Muslims especially, and the beginning was made by the Mohammedan Literary Society founded in Calcutta, that is, and I said that in 1863 founded by Nawab Abdul Latif, and it promoted discussion of religious, social, political questions and all. So there is some religious leaders are there, political leaders are there, social and all. In the light of modern ideas, means rational approach towards the, I said that, religion, and the light of modern ideas and encouraged upper and middle class Muslims to adopt Western education. So lower class to adopt कर ही नहीं सकता है. So I said that initial level, who will adopt this kind of level? There is a need something also. So upper and middle class, and it also played an important role for the Muslim unity. और ये simple रहेगा. After the, I said that it will be written like which of the statement is correct regarding social religious reform movement in the Muslim. It will be written. It is considered that after the first world, after the 1857 revolution, there is a religious reform has been done, and then westernization of the education has been adopted, at all level of society in Muslims. And you will say that is this correct, but it is what? At all level पे नहीं हुआ, कहाँ हुआ? Upper and which society will accept it? Upper and middle. Remember that. Not at all level. Understood? समझ में आ गया which line is important? So they have adopted at what is an upper and क्योंकि वहाँ पर it is not easy to get into them first. तो हम लोगों ने उसी लेवल पे किया जो कि पहले एक्सेप्ट किया जा सके. That has been the people of their religious leaders, their what is an political leaders and other social leaders. They come together and they talked about what is Mohammedan Educational Conference. Understood? And किसने कैसे छूट किया? Mohammed Literary Society, Abdul Latif. Yes. Or I said that Aligarh movement. I said that the most notable Muslim reformer was आपके जो काम का चीज जो मिल चुका है. You have got the thing which we need to get, but few line that you have to remember here. The most notable of the Muslim reformers was Sayyid Ahmad of Rai Bareilly in Uttar Pradesh. I said that क्योंकि अभी हम लोग जब हम when we'll do some movements in the I said that it is a religious movement, लेकिन मैं North India के कुछ movements को देखूंगा. वहाँ पर मैं I'll talk to you Wahhabi movement. I'll talk to you later on. It will not be there. It is yes. और Wahhabi movement is only it is Pakistani Indian Muslims को क्या बोलते हैं? What they are? Kafir. Huh? And then इसी तरीके से यहाँ से भी जो आया था foreigners, the way the influence has been there. The Wahhabi movement is also like what is it? We want our Muslim status as we are early. The Wahhabi movement has been started in the initial of 18th century. And then yes, Abdul Nawab was there. It is Wahhab was there of the Saudi Arabia. And हमारे यहाँ what is it? Muhammad Waliullah, and there is Sayyid Ahmad of Raebareli, and there is Delhi. All have them supported for this. I said that for what is this kind of Wahhabi movement, and it is in a very secretly it was going on, and it was initially for the what is change in the what is kafir kind of it, removing and then getting it, and they are also doing the several kind of what is jihad and all. They also put jihad against. I said that Sikh and all in between. Britishers defeated. I said that ये बहुत दिन तक चलता रहा. In between Britishers defeated Sikh. Now the Britishers become the point of view for the Wahhabis, and finally slowly and slowly Wahhabis has been finished. So this Wahhabi will see later. But here we are reaching what is an Aligarh movement that is not related to what social and education reform. So here it is not social reform. So Wahhabi movement is something different kind of what you can say the radical and extreme kind of radicals. The most notable of the Muslim reformer was Sayyid Ahmad of Raebareli in Uttar Pradesh. He attacked the Muslim artisans of the declining weaving towns of the Allahabad and Patna, finding a ready audience and giving the common people dignity and identity and through a common faith at the time of social dislocation. He realized that unless the Muslims adapted themselves to the changed circumstances of the British rule, they would be deprived of all new opportunity for status and prosperity. He was highly impressed by the modern scientific thought and worked all his life to reconcile it with Islam. He interpreted Quran in the light of the rationalism and science. I said that this Sayyid Ahmad of Raebareli, what is happening due to the British Raj, what happened, the several people in the what is the industrial aspects, slowly our cotton textile industry, it has also gone down. And when it has gone down, the several artisans become what is jobless and they're unemployed, and then they have been called upon all the what is from the Bihar, from the UP, especially Allahabad and Patna. They call upon all, and then they started giving some ideology regarding this, and at the same time some employment, and at the same time some kind of what education to them. So this way that he tried to do the what is increase the what Muslim movement in the what in the form of education, in the form of religious reform. They started doing Sayyid Ahmad from the Raebareli, and then they are doing at what I said that, and in the light of Quran, in the light of rationalism and science. The Quran को किस तरीके से दिखाने लगे? In the light of, don't read like this. on the basis of rationalism and on the basis of science. क्योंकि कोई भी चीज आता है उसका एक रीजन होता है. Any word is included, it's having some background. So he urged the people to develop a critical approach and freedom of thought. They said that critical approach होना चाहिए. यदि गलत है तो गलत कहो. Instead of religiously, you are what is in a bind on. So if it is something is wrong, then say wrong. So it is in a critically approach and at the same time freedom of thought. And then he also warned against the fanaticism and the narrow-mindedness and exclusiveness. So कुछ लोग जो that is completely attached with this narrow-mindedness, try to become we are exclusive. There is nothing else like this. We are all human beings. We have developed the religion over there. If you think like this, the religion the God has not given us. Yes or not? If you read the history, I said that there is I said what is Homo habilis, Homo erectus, and then there is I said Neanderthals and Homo sapiens. So हम लोग कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? If you see the history like this, the God is somewhere. Then how we are living? So we give this kind of and all Quran and all. So many theories are there. But the thing is that human. So I said that the Quran भी दिया जा रहा है. You just believe on your religion. But I said that on the basis of rational, on the basis of science. Understood?